Hello everybody, this is Coletha Albert, and it is Monday, July the 29th, and it's been a month since Joseph made his transition, and I am taking this time and special day to remember him, and I wanted to share a special poem with you. It's called Wherever. I started, let's see, I wrote this poem June the 10th of this year, and the poem it means so much to me that I say it pretty frequently, and so I wanted to take this time to say it to you, share it with you today. So it's called Wherever You are. Okay, so I have it in my composition book. I haven't published this poem anywhere, and it's kind of a mantra. A lot of people want to get a copy of it or whatever, but it is specifically for me. I suggest that you think about who you really are and what you really want, what you think you need, and you ask for that from the universe, believing in your heart, having faith that you will receive it. So this is the poem. Wherever you are, wherever you be, job of my life, come to me. Wherever you are, wherever you be, love of my life, come to me. And the flame goes over there. And birds. Trying to show you where I'm at. Anyway, it's a beautiful area where I am. So anyway, I'll start it over. Wherever you are, wherever you be, job of my life, come to me. Wherever you are, wherever you be, love of my life, come to me. Wherever you are, wherever you be, money, prosperity, safety, come to me. Wherever you are, wherever you be, true, loyal friends, come to me. Wherever you are, wherever you be, evil, envy, hatred, leave me. Wherever you are, wherever you be, misery, pain, sickness, leave me. Wherever you are, wherever you be, foolishness, greed, spite, leave me. Wherever you are, wherever you be, hindrance, confusion, misdirection, leave me. Wherever you are, wherever you be, lostness, fatigue, anxiety, fear, leave me. Leave me now, so mote it be. Universal love, love me. Universal eyes, see me. Universal ears, hear me. Universal help, help me. Universal blessing, blesser, bless me. Universal forgiveness, forgive me. Universal courage, find me. Universal joy, embrace me. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. And that's called Wherever. And again, I wrote this in June 10th of this year, on June 10th of this year, at 12:56 a.m. I like to keep date and time of the different things that I write. And the reason why I wrote it is because I was at church and there was this young woman just having a fit. She was having a fit. And the reason why she was acting up at church is because she was heartbroken about this guy that she had been with. Now, they didn't have a baby together or anything like that. She had been helping him raise his own baby. But this man was beating her. And the reason why she was upset at church is because he didn't want to see her anymore, because she called the police on him because of one of these incidents of domestic violence. So I had talked to this girl. Pastor was like, some of you single Christian ladies need to come and minister to this young woman. So I go over to minister to her, and I'm hearing all this stuff that she's telling me, right? She's telling me this about this guy and how he's so mad at her, and she's distraught, and he's not going to be able to see his baby now because she called the police on him because he was beating her up. So it was her fault that he wasn't going to be able to see his daughter and all of this, and what a horrible person she was. And this woman was actually feeling guilty about this, and she's telling me all these things that he says and all these things that he wanted, and how she has kept him from having these things, and how evil she is. And okay, so I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to let her vent, get it all out, right? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be patient, listen, be understanding, throw in some scriptural references whenever I can, pray with her. That's what I am trying to do. Meanwhile, she's going on and on and on and on, and church service is progressing, and this girl is just taking up all of my time. Her friend is there talking, and telling, her part of it, and how she's just, she just don't have time to try to help her friend, and this girl had even tried to commit suicide because of the situation, So at a certain point, I get to a point where I'm just like, okay, how do we resolve this? There's, let's try to problem solve this and figure out what needs to be done. So I've heard all of this stuff that you're saying about him. Everything that he's saying, you have relayed that to me ad nauseum, okay? To infinity and beyond. I know everything that this man wants and that he thinks and everything like that, right? So the one thing I haven't heard is her saying what she wants. Why is she so upset about this relationship? What does she get out of this relationship? What does she want in her life, her own life? She had a son, and this man was not the father. So what is it that she wants? What's important to her? What is her idea of the purpose of her life? Why is she here? Is she here for this man to beat on her? Is that what it's about? Is that the reason why she was born? Is that the reason why, her son is having to witness his mom getting beat up and going, and screaming and hollering up in church and all of that? So not only did I speak to her in church, she went up to, at the end of service, she went and got prayer and everything, and I went and stood with her, and I went back in the back with her, and so I'm steadily trying to minister to her, I'm steadily trying to talk to her, and I even ended up taking her and her friend home. They were going to catch a cab home from church, but I went ahead and drove them home. And it started to rain and everything, and she's just lamenting this relationship and lamenting this relationship. I mean, just consumed, obsessed by it. And I thought, now, if she felt this way about herself, people would say she was a narcissist. So there's no balance there. There's no balance there. Everything that she was saying was about him. That's all I'm hearing. She's totally obsessed. He doesn't want to see her before again, and she's like acting like it's the end of the world, when any rational person would be like, and thank God, lose my number. I don't ever want to see you again, dude. Is this love? Not according to 1 Corinthians 13, it ain't. So she needed to get some balance, and the balance wasn't going to be her responsibilities as a mother, because clearly that was not the precedence. The precedence, or the most important thing, was this man and everything that revolved around him. Just, I guess she was like martyring herself, or I don't know. Anyway, when I was her age, I sure wasn't doing that. And at my age, I definitely can't relate to that now. It's just, you gotta, draw the line somewhere. And, when you're in a relationship, there needs to be some reciprocity. Somebody needs to have some sense, and somebody needs to kind of regulate this thing so that it don't go crazy or go bad, which this relationship has obviously gone bad. So anyway, after I finished talking to her, and the only thing that saved me was it started to rain, and she was standing outside my truck, and rain was falling on her, and she had weave in her head. So I guess the glue was going to come out or whatever. So that's the way that the conversation was able to end. I gave her my number and stuff like that, but she never called me. And I guess it's because I wasn't giving her what she wanted. She wanted me to tell her of some kind of conniving, scheming way, I guess, to get this man. And, some women are like that. I feel sorry for her son, but it really ain't my concern. I only can do so much. Everybody got to live their own life, or like my great-grandmother used to say, every tub has to sit on its own bottom. We all have to live our own life, make the best decisions that we can, and if we don't make good decisions, then we have to pay the price. So there you have it. Anyway, I'm going to share this other poem that I wrote. This is for one of my coworkers. He looks just like Joey from Friends, and he's in his 30s, and he feels some kind of way about his mom. She was on drugs most of his life, and even though they're okay now, there is some kind of residual hurt that he has. So in thinking about him, I wrote this poem, and this was the last week that I wrote this poem, July 24th. So just 5 days ago, I wrote this poem, and I put a part of it in a card and gave it to him. So this is a poem. It's called Mama. When you think of Mama, darkness covers your face. Put joy, peace, and kindness in darkness's place. Mamas ain't perfect, neither are sons. Knowing your position, you'll win this run. Don't worry about Mama. Don't critique Mama. Don't disrespect Mama. Always honor your Mama. You got 10 fingers, that's a help. You can walk, run, and speak, and a whole lot else. Poor old Mama, a lot they don't know. She gave you a start. Now go on and grow. Live your life. Be the best you can. Now that you're grown, you are your own man. Remember, if a mama won't love you, remember, even though life hurts and disrespects you, remember, when you want to give up, have faith in you. Life gives us all breaks. You'll have your breaks too. So no matter what may come, you be the best you. So that's what I wrote for him. So I said, in the card, I only put in an excerpt of the poem instead of the whole thing. And because, you just can't give people too much. So I just gave him a little bit, the Hallmark version. So I gave him, poor old mamas, a lot they don't know. She gave you a start, now go on and grow. Live your life, be the best you can. Now that you're grown, you are your own man. Remember, if a mama won't love you, you love you. Remember, even though life hurts you, you respect you. Remember, when you want to give up, have faith in you. Life gives us all breaks. You'll have your breaks too. So no matter what may come, you be the best you. Period. Period. So, and he really appreciated the card and the sentiment and everything, because, whenever he mentioned his mom, this shadow would come over his face, and I can see it, that he feels some kind of way about her, and it's not good. It's not good. And if that thing takes root, it's going to affect his life in a negative way. He's going to have to let that go and be his own man. And don't worry about what he didn't have. Just appreciate what he does have. And like I said, he's a good-looking guy. He's young. He's 30. It's been a hard life for him. And he knows that. But like I told him, when I first met him, he said, he told me that his mom was a drug addict, his whole childhood and stuff. And I know he must have went through. But I know that he was also received many blessings because, he's healthy, he's strong. Nobody would know that about him if he didn't tell them, And he's at a really good company. Our company is a really good company, and he has support there, and he can be successful there. And that's more than what a lot of people have going for him, especially having a mother that was into drugs and stuff. He's not into drugs. He's not in jail. So, you got to let that go and go on with your life. So, anyway, hope y'all enjoyed those. Wherever and Mama. And let me know your comments and what you think about it. Thanks, and have a great day.